Well, it's been a wicked week to get all this stuff done, but the ADDvocacy mobile is finally done. We were supposed to leave on Thursday, but had some graphics issue with a local company who hosed us. And so in true ADHD form, we're leaving just a little bit late, but it's all good. We'll make up for it on the other end. No rush to get back. Got the sweet decals going on. Got the e-bikes all loaded up and a big dirty diesel. Quite the unit. I got to send a big shout out to Dave McKay, who's one of my clients, but also did all the graphic design for this beauty of a trailer. Huge props to her. Freaking love the way it turned out. She was able, first person to be able to take exactly what I was thinking out of my mind and turn it into a graphic. The whole idea, if you see here, we had another little extra ramp here to the roller coaster, and to kind of symbolize me starting off in BC, making the trip right across Canada. And for this tour, we are focused on Atlantic Canada. So we're heading off tomorrow. We're going to spend a night in Sydney, and then 3 weeks in Newfoundland, Labrador, and then head on back, probably do the Cabot Trail on the way back, and be home before July 20th. And then on August 15th, heading back out again. We're going to beautiful PEI for about a week, and then we're headed to New Brunswick, back over the ferry through Digby down to Yarmouth, and then back down the South Shore home. So we'll be back on the 24th of August. So it's going to be pretty epic. And poor Chase, my little buddy, we decided to put a tent on the roof. Didn't quite calculate for that one too well. It's about 10 feet in the air, but it's all good. And then gotta send a big shout out to my buddy Jordan here for doing this beauty up. So it's got like a fold down Murphy bed, all did up as it were. Did a freaking awesome job on this. This is like my favorite thing ever. Mind the concrete. I'm putting my dock in down at the lake. So this is what we're going to be riding in for about a month and a half. And yeah, freaking can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Got my sweet solar panels running everything. And then the fridge and stove all run off propane. Solar panels run the fan too. We got running water, which is awesome. A nice deep sink. And then we've got a toilet, just in case you want to do your business and cook a steak at the same time. It's a win-win. So yeah, this is the unit, and should be good to go. We got a little rerouted though from we were supposed to go to St. John's, but the ferry broke down, so now we're going to Port aux Basques. Seems to be the story or thing of the day, so it is what it is. So yeah, man, can't wait. Leaving tomorrow about 10 o'clock, and then we'll be en route to North Sydney tonight, camp out there, and then hit the ferry about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, follow us. We'll be documenting the whole way. As you can see, I got a drone as well, so we're going to hopefully see some icebergs, see some whales. We're going to a Maui-Ami, or a powwow as it was formerly known, out in Newfoundland. Can't wait for that. It's going to be my first one. And the whole point of this trip is actually to Nope, sweat like crazy. Whole point of this trip is number one, just go old school, man, and we're going to be just rolling in and talking to people at a college in the North Atlantic, Memorial University. We're going to be going to Avalon Employment. We're going to go to a bunch of the Indigenous employment agencies, CBDC, CCRW. What else? Talking to therapists and just kind of spreading the word of the monument of funding that's actually available here in Canada. We can support, we've got 100% funding in here in Nova Scotia for post-secondary students, so it's $1,900 per semester, but it's fully funded, so we meet with students same day, same time every week for a semester at a time, and then typically students will stay on with us and they can literally start the minute they start school right through PhD level. New for this year is some funding through the CCRW to support apprentices. So we're going to be working with neurodivergent apprentices as well. We also coach through Nova Scotia Works, which is the local employment centers. There's a number of grants that individuals who are unemployed, underemployed, or struggling in their current careers can currently access. And what else are we going to be doing? Oh, and the entrepreneurship stuff too. So I've been coaching entrepreneurs I am an entrepreneur, been at this for 12 years, going back old school here, but we're going to be there's all kinds of funding for entrepreneurs, and I'm a bit of a wizard at finding this stuff, so I consider myself like a social enterprise, and what we do is we look for funding that individuals can get to hire us to do stuff for them. And what makes my company unique is that we are 100% neurodivergent owned and operated, meaning we're no strangers to the challenges and paradoxical advantages diagnosis like ADHD, autism, learning disabilities, anxiety, and a co-occurring mental health challenge can have on one's life. The other thing I'll just mention as well is if anybody's interested in some professional development training, I've got quite the story, and if you're interested, you can check us out on our link tree. So linktr.ee/ADDvocacy. That's where we're going to be posting all this stuff, and we'll go from there. And then finally, one other piece about this trip, it's if you can see all these people on here, they're not sponsors per se. They're just people that I collaborate and do business with. So Beyond ADHD, Sleepworks, we got Student Geyser. What else do we have? Ignite did a awesome podcast with Wayne from Ignite down in Yarmouth. Benefits 2, they offer disability tax credits assessments for $99, and they got like a 98% success rate. It's pretty good. One of my favorite organizations is local is the Aboriginal Peoples Training and Employment Commission, also known as AppTech. Absolutely love working with this team. I've done professional development. I go to all their conferences, and my goal is to do a lot more work within the Indigenous communities. And then this lady is one of my favorite ladies in the world. The phone lady, her actual name's Mary Jane Copps. She was a mentor of mine for years, helped me through all kinds of hard times, and good times, bad times, and sideways. So it's all good. I'll mention Student Geyser too. She's just local in the community here in Brookside. She's developing an app that'll help ADHD first-year university students who are struggling with kind of their organization time management. So she's got an AI component to it. It's pretty awesome. Sleepworks is a company I've been mentoring for a while. They help me. I got sleep apnea, and the individual who started that, Marley Boyle, she started her own company, and I've been helping her out, and she's helped us out with all kinds of help with sleep and how it relates to ADHD and executive functioning. Beyond ADHD, they offer ADHD assessments for $358. And then if you need medication, It is $79 a visit. Typically it'll take anywhere between 3 to 5 visits to titrate it properly. Where they really fill a need is in rural Nova Scotia or rural Atlantic Canada, where it's really hard to get in to see a psychologist or psychiatrist. If you're lucky, you can get into the public system, but it usually takes you like 2 years. If you go with them, it's 10 days, 10-day turnaround. It's all legit. They've done amazing work. They've done over 10,000 assessments in the 2 years they've been in business. And yeah, this just links to my link tree there. What else we got? We have ADHD PEI, so shout out to Sandy. Sarah McMullen, I guess, at Uptree HR. She actually did a lot of our early HR work, developed a lot of our policies and procedures. Self-care, big thing. Not only is it a big thing, the big thing, man. I've been a part of this group for, I don't know, 6 years or so. Used to go every 2 weeks, now I go every month within reason, provided my mental health is in a good spot. But absolutely love this group. It's in Halifax. Check them out. Tons of fun. You go down, they have one song, you learn it, then you do a bunch of harmonies. They put you up on YouTube. It's pretty badass. This is my buddy. He's got the online job market. He's creating some different ways for people to access work, and it's pretty neat how he's got it set up. He's got it set up quite a bit for new immigrants as well. Social Media Day, I was just there. Freaking awesome event, put on by Twerp, and I'm gonna draw a blank, but that's okay. Yeah, put on by Twerp Communications, and I'm drawing a blank, but that's okay. Can't be perfect. Been a long day. There is Twerp. Just below that, unfortunately, Wendy didn't put her the rest of her name there, but this is her name's Wendy Stone. She has a cleaning company, and she also has a history of working in group homes and stuff like that. So anyways, it's yeah, I wish her name was there, because then I would be able to tell you what the name of her company is, but can't remember, and that's okay. Sure thing, this is a good buddy of mine, Tess Adams. She's got one of the most amazing Nova Scotia led artisans, and she sells out of Liverpool down on the South Shore. Got all kinds of stuff. Every time I go in there, I leave with, I don't know, at least $1,000 worth of art. It's kind of my thing. Also got Authentic Lee Carved. Lee does chainsaw carvings. She's a buddy of mine too. I used to coach her when she was starting her art business way back in the day, and we became fast friends, and she actually does some coaching for us as well, specifically around entrepreneurship. She actually co-founded kind of that Neurodiversity Network thing with me. Jake Perry, he's a new client of mine, but he's got quite the story. He coaches out of PEI and works with a lot of executives and how to, navigate being the big boss man and working with teams and how to manage people. Not my jam, but I do manage people, but I actually get other people to do that. I'm kind of a lone ranger, and I've got a team that helps me out with that. And then finally, last but not least, I got to give a huge shout out to the Sign Shop, who came in clutch and literally pulled this trailer off in 23 hours. Like I said, after this other company we worked with a month for completely hosed us on this job. So I can't thank that guy enough. His name's Chad. Check him out. They're out in Herring Cove. I think they did a pretty phenomenal job printing all this stuff. We Mickey Moused and put it on. We even have the Rocky Mountains here with our with our texture on the side. This is unfortunately the first graphic that we did, but it is what it is, man. Done is better than perfect. That's what I always say. And yeah, we're good to go. So one last thing I wanted to mention on this little build is that part of the reason we're going around Nova Scotia or going around Atlantic Canada, is I'm going to be doing some fundraising. I always run ADHD awareness events there in October, and this year will be no different. I'm basically putting in $2,000 from ADDvocacy, a little donation from us, and we'll be giving out 4 scholarships and micro grants, so each in the denomination of $500. So first one will be for college and university students, second one for apprentices, third one will be for entrepreneurs, and the last one will be for artisans, graphic designers. As you can tell, I've got kind of an eye for the art stuff and love that stuff. So anyways, so that'll be the first 4, and then I highly anticipate we're going to raise some more money for this. So so the second 4 will be in March during Neurodiversity Celebration Week. It's like the 3rd week in March, and that's what we'll give the other half away. So, or I guess other 4 away. And again, those are going to be for neurodivergent youth 18 to 29 can apply, and everybody who puts their decal here on the old trailer are going to be the ones that are going to be voting on who's going to win those. So should be pretty fun. If you see this and you are interested in having your logo put on, there is no cost to it. If you wanted to donate, that would be awesome. If you don't, it's all good. I just believe in building a network, right? And collaboration's key, community's key, and this is how I built my business. Little more ghetto, I guess, back in the day, but this is how I built my business. When I first started out, I basically got in my car when I was up at Nova Scotia Community College, and I rather than going and working in a group home or a community workshop, I basically informed them that I'd be getting my car and I was going to go to every post-secondary institution in Nova Scotia, all the job banks, talk to the entrepreneurship hubs, and go from there. So finally, I'm long-winded today, but I just did this on a whim, so bear with me. Finally, the last piece that we're actually doing is we've got a survey done up. I actually created it for ADHD Awareness Month in 2023, so just this past year. Did a survey up, and we're looking at where people have challenges, you know, what's not working, what's working well, and what are some resources that you can share when it comes to ADHD and neurodiversity in Atlantic Canada. It started off in Halifax, and to my surprise, 88 people filled it out. So I was like, well, I've got 88, I can get 125, no problem. So my goal is actually to get between 100 to 125 responses per province. And then we just reached out to St. Mary's University, looking at something called a MyTax grant, and to get a researcher to kind of summarize all the data that we're collecting, and then turn it into 4 white papers that we will use to inform some beefier grants that we plan on applying for in each of those sections. So one around the post-secondary students, specifically for students like international students or individuals for whatever reason can't access that full funding that I talked about earlier in this video, for accommodations. Kind of a messy thing there where only Canadians can get the funding and nobody else can, but we're trying to break that. We're also looking at working with Indigenous communities as well through that, African Canadians, who else, like I said, international students and individuals from that nature. So one will be for post-secondary students. Another one, we were talking to the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum and CCRW around creating some programming for neurodivergent tradespeople and apprentices, and then also taking up the line, because often people are like, oh, it's up to the employer to get everything organized. But what you got to remember is, when it comes to entrepreneurship, which is my next segment, those of us who have ADHD or learning disabilities or are neurodivergent, we're like 400 times more likely to become entrepreneurs than our neurotypical counterparts. So when they're saying, oh, the employers have to get everything together, you got to keep in mind the employers probably have ADHD or maybe might be neurodivergent as well. So that's the second one. Third one, what do we got? Apprentices. Yeah, anything around career transition as well. Again, for individuals who are experiencing challenges with employment. We're looking to put some program together for that. And then the final one is, like I said, entrepreneurs. And that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I live with multiple barriers. I was originally diagnosed with ADHD, anxiety, depression, learning disabilities, processing disorder, sleep disorder, and chronic pain. And if you can see on my logo there, see, I use this up and down. I always talk about these high highs and low lows. And lo and behold, a month ago I get diagnosed with bipolar 2, which is exactly a representation of this roller coaster logo that I had the whole freaking time. Everybody else saw it, but I didn't. So anyways, that's all part of what we're doing. And if you want to follow us again, just check out our link tree. So linktr.ee/advocacy, just like that. Or if you want to tag us, haven't put these stickers up yet, just tag us at advocacy or hashtag advocacy. And yeah, really looking forward to hearing people's stories, doing it real time, getting off the damn couch, getting away from social media and hitting the road, getting into some nature, and just enjoying the beauty of Newfoundland. It's the most beautiful place. I've been to every province here in Canada, and I can honestly say that Newfoundland there's nothing like it. So can't wait. I'm taking Chase Valiant too. So he's a client that I work with. He was almost kicked out of NSCC 10 years ago. Got him back on track after he was gone for a month. He ended up graduating from NSCC with honors, went off to Cape Breton University, graduated there on the Dean's List with distinction. In that time, we got him about $100,000 in grants and scholarships. Went off to Laurier University and completed a master's in community psychology, and upped his grants again, probably another 40 grand or so. And he's currently working on his PhD and in community psychology at Laurier. So he's going to be coming with me. He's my partner in crime. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the road. Love you all. It's my favorite motto. Everybody love everybody. Take care. We'll see you on the road tomorrow. Bye-bye.